damage. Dad's going to throw a fit. Fernie stuck out her lower lip. It's not our fault that the people looking for houses nowadays are all a bunch of cowardly wusses. Harrington, the family's beloved black and white cat, appeared at their feet, feasting his golden green eyes on the epic destruction before him. He sniffed the nose of his own shadow, which had shrunk back down to a manageable cat size, but was not yet ready to calm down and behave. His plaintive meow might have been cat for, "Nice work. I would have helped out, but I saw that you had the situation fully under control." The shadow Harrington meowed back. "Sure you did." Zoe Soggybottom reached the front door behind them, her hazel eyes as round as dinner plates. Zoe was a tall, fussy woman with a weak chin and a beak of a nose that, between them, made her face look like it had been designed to come to a point. She wore the official red pantsuit of Lucky Lemon Realtors, complete with a bright yellow lapel pin promising, "We sell the houses no one else can." She looked pale. "Why is everybody doing that?" "Doing what?" Fernie asked, even though she knew the answer very well. "Running away." "I don't think it's anything you said," Fernie replied. "They didn't like the sunroom," Pearlie suggested. "Or maybe it's a problem with the backyard," Fernie ventured. "It's not even close to being big enough for a pool." Mrs. Soggybottom looked faint. "I'm not sure that explains all the screaming and panicking and fleeing for their lives." "Well," Fernie said, "maybe that's because the ad in the paper is attracting too many nervous people. Maybe instead of calling the house a sunny little family home in a high-end neighborhood, you should call it a perfect home for thrill seekers eager to challenge the unknown. You know? Get some braver types to look at the place." Mrs. Soggybottom flashed the girls an uncomprehending smile before drifting back inside to flutter around the kitchen counter like a blind moth. The two What girls glanced at each other, each a little ashamed about how they were treating the poor woman. They liked Mrs. Soggybottom, really. She had a warm smile, a fine sense of humor, and, as she'd explained at length between tours of their house, a deep commitment to her personal charity, a volunteer group that knit waterproof sweaters for ducks. Her pet cause didn't make any more sense to the girls than it likely did to the ducks, but it demonstrated that the lady had her heart in the right place. Unfortunately, she was also trying to sell the house for their father, and neither the What girls nor the various shadows of the household could permit that to happen. The girls retreated to Pearlie's bedroom, which was decorated on one side with pictures of giant monsters busily making buildings collapse, and on the other with posters of a popular boy singer who had the same effect on girls. Pearlie murmured, "I'm not sure how long we can keep this up." "We're not doing anything," Fernie declared. "We can't help it if our shadows are misbehaving. They're only misbehaving because we ask them to. And we only ask them to because we have to. It's only until we come up with a better idea." "But what if there is no better idea?" Pearlie worried aloud. "Scaring people away isn't going to solve the problem forever. Sooner or later, Dad's going to move us away just because he wants to, whether he sells the house or not." This was true. Mr. What was a world-renowned safety expert, famous for cataloging over 1,000 terrible things that could happen when spatulas were hung on insufficiently secured hooks. He made a living out of taking positions like declaring the need for warning sirens on grocery carts. He had not taken well to learning that the house across the street contained a gateway to a place called the Dark Country, where all shadows come from, or having his beloved daughters exposed to mortal danger 2 times in less than a month. What the What girls needed was a way to change his mind.